Hi guys, just another quick little update video. I apologize for the one that I did yesterday. I when I was waiting for Richie to go through his chemo, I I uploaded both of them, but I realized later by the time we got home that only one, the first one didn't load at all and it was just the second part. So anyway, that's what happened. Anyway, Richie's doing fine. The lymph nodes have almost completely disappeared. He took his one treatment yesterday. He has one more at the end of this month, and then after about 3 weeks, we'll find out if he's in remission or not. So I'm speaking it to be, and he will definitely be cancer free. Thank you guys for your prayers and well wishes. We really appreciate it. And again, I just wanted to update you with the whole awakening thing. It seems like every day there's another aha moment. And that's the only way I can explain it. And my mind is constantly clicking. I can't really explain my thought process. It's like information is just mulling around in my head. Say, for instance, in most of the latest videos that I've done, I keep speaking about the Christ being within me. The Christ is within me. I don't need to look for a savior because the Christ is in me. And then I changed it to, we don't need a savior. I don't need a savior because I am my own savior. And the reason why I was feeling that way is if I am a spirit creature trapped in the meat suit, I am a spirit creature. I am a little God, not the grand creator, not my father. I am my father's child. I am a little God. I can never be my father. Not ever. Ever. And I understand that. And I have no desire to ever be beyond my father. So I question now, why do I need to invite Jesus in my heart? Why do I need to invite God in my heart? He's already there. He's already there. And then I'm thinking that, and what pops up? The next YouTube that's coming up from the YouTuber that I love to hate, Jeff Daughtry. And I say love-hate relationship with him. And I don't hate Jeff at all by any means. He just kind of gets on my nerves because he's sort of like a little smart mouth. But everything he says, I'm checking everything that he brings out, the best of my ability. And it checks out. So I keep listening to him. And sometimes I ask him some stupid questions, and I know that, nope, not stupid questions, some very unsophisticated questions. Sometimes he will answer me. Sometimes he just totally ignores me. So when he totally ignores me, I think probably he's ignoring me because it's probably really unsophisticated. One day we're going to talk, Jeff. I love you, my baby. But anyway, the video that he brought out was, he said is going to step on a whole bunch of toes and everybody's not going to like it. They're going to unsubscribe and they're going to hate him. And you're probably going to do the same thing to me too. But whatever. Again, this is Monica's journey and it can be ugly sometimes, but I hope it's entertaining and insightful and will make everybody who happens upon this channel to look again, to critically think. Anyway, the video was about, you're asking Jesus to come into your heart and you ask the Lord to come into your heart. You're basically asking spirit entities. And if there is, and I know there is now, that plastic Jesus and that little God who's posing as my father, you are legally, it's a legal contract. You are asking them to come into your heart possess you. Think about what you're saying. If you are a spirit creature already, why are you asking two other spirit creatures to possess you, to come into your body? Makes sense to me. Something to think about. If you guys get a chance, please check out that video. And I'm still trying to figure out how to copy and paste and stick it on there, the link. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't figure that out. I tried and tried and tried. So I'm going to try again. But please look at that video and look again. And then the regular stuff about the skies and the tic-tac-toe in the sky and the pay attention to the skies too. And again, I'm not afraid. I'm excited as heck to watch things unfold. To watch things unfold. I still have a lot of folks, and especially now that I'm saying about asking Christ to come with you and asking the Lord to enter into you, I know I'm going to get a lot of folks in. Oh, Monica, Miss Monica, you going totally into the new age, or the whatever y'all keep saying I'm going to, but I'm not new age. I looked into new age practices. I'm totally not into new age stuff at all. At all. Another thing I wanted to touch on is all the internet sensation about Anthony Morris going to the liquor store last Sunday morning. And I know my opinion doesn't mean a whole lot, but I'm still going to put my little take on it in here. And I'm divided about this, and I'll tell you why. As a recovering alcoholic myself, addiction is no joke. You have this love-hate relationship with whatever your drug of choice is. Mine was alcohol, but some people have heroin or pills or cocaine or whatever your drug of choice is. Addiction is hard. It may begin innocently, but over a period of time, you are locked in. And it becomes the most important thing in your life. And you realize you have a problem and you hate it. You don't want to drink. You don't want to use that drug. But then you do anyway. And then you beat yourself up about it. Addiction is hard. And like I mentioned, I am in recovery. I've been in recovery a year and probably 6 or 7 months now. And at some point, I'm going to tell you the night that I stopped drinking, because I had a spiritual experience that night. And I will share that with you guys at some point. But I'm saying this to you guys to understand the addict part. And when I looked at that video, I'm looking at him and I'm looking at, number one, what was really telling to me is the distended stomach of his. Alcoholism is prevalent in my family, and he has that paunch the way all of my uncles did. And not so much my father, because my dad wasn't that much of an alcoholic. Toward the latter part of his life, he wasn't at all. It was just early on, but he never developed the punch. But I noticed that most alcoholics later in age, they develop this big old gut, and what it is they probably have a very fatty liver. Very unhealthy. Very unhealthy. That part I feel bad for Tony. But the Tony that gets on JW Broadcasting, shaking his finger at rank and file Jehovah's Witnesses, making them feel this big, talking about their tight pants and then just suck it up, and his arrogant, condescending, egotistical, looking down his spiritual nose, excuse me, at people. Our brothers and sisters, they are the shepherds, or the shepherds of all these congregations. Not a loving leader at all. Very hypocritical. And then, when he's going to the liquor store, I started thinking, how would he have done that? Well, how would I have done that? And I would have pre-planned ahead of time, got to go to the meeting. Maybe he played sick at home and let everybody go and then went to the liquor store 50 miles away. Or what I would have done is went to the meeting Sunday morning, dressed, ready to go, had my Vans in the back, in the trunk of the car, and my trench coat, and my hat, and my sunglasses in the trunk of the car, went to the meeting, and then either pretended like a phone call came in, and had to step out, or whispered to my wife, maybe she's in on it too, and say, baby, I think I got the diarrhea. I think I need to go home. He said he thinks he had diarrhea, and he think he was going to go home. So technically he hasn't lied. So he gets out, drives, can't go to the liquor store close by. What if somebody else decides to do the same thing and they wind up both at the same liquor store? So he has to drive 50 miles away to make capture, less likely. And I wonder if whoever captured them, I wonder if they saw him leave and followed him. That would be so cool if that happened. But anyway, that's what I would do. And once I made my getaway 50 miles away while everybody else is in the meeting, I'm not going to get 1 or 2 bottles. I'm going to stock up, baby. I gotta stack up right now. Because when is the next time I'm going to be able to go out? And you can't send your minions or your assistants to go and buy almost $1,000 worth of liquor. That's something you got to do yourself. And then it was also very telling. They're not gifts, because he took all the bottles out of the boxes and put them in a bag, get them in wherever they live. That's what I would have done. That's what I would have done. But anyway, despite all of that, despite me, Mr. Tight Pants being mean to everybody, no matter what, I forgive Tony. Because Tony is a human being just like me. He has the same struggles and the same everything that we have. Now, he's being an ass by talking to us and putting himself on a pedestal. But he's going to have to deal with all of that himself. What we have to do, or what I have to do, is I forgive Tony. I forgive you, Tony. Get some help, brother. Call me. I'll talk to you. Okay? Need a sponsor? But anyway, guys, I'll go ahead and close now. This is a little quick 15-minute, well, not even 15 minutes, but I'm done for today. I just wanted to touch base with you guys. Again, I still feel like in the very near future, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening around us. We've got to keep our heads about us. Don't get afraid. Know that something may happen. And if it does, don't trip. Okay? It's happening. It's happening. And what? And what? You just keep on living, because whatever's going to be, going to be. That's how I see it. And again, that's borderline too, because I'm learning that there's a possibility if we all pooled our